Hi students, today we will study the basic introduction of game theory. In your childhood, you must have played several games. For example, rock, paper, scissors, basketball, game of chess, or even video games. What exactly you do? Before making the move, you decide your strategy. Game theory is not only about these games, but much more. John von Neumann, Oscar Morgenstern, and John Nash pioneered the game theory. It is a study of formal interaction in which participants are interdependent. Game theory is a situation in which two or more participants take part in the pursuit of certain conflicting objectives. It is a science of strategy or optimal decision making. The key to game theory is that gains of one participant depends on the action of another. Let us take a few examples of game theory. Game theory can be used in sports, indoor as well as outdoor games. We can use it in so many daily life situations, for example, driving. When we drive, our speed, overtaking, everything depends on the fellow drivers on the road. People try to search for jobs. There are so many communications in the strategic setting, etc. When we talk about business, we have examples like advertising, pricing strategies, management decisions, and so on. Not only this, game theory can also be applicable in the international relations between countries, several trade agreements, etc. You all know that every economic theory has some assumptions. Let us now see the assumptions of game theory. In game, the number of participants or competitors is finite. Every player has the definite course of actions or strategies. Each player has well-specified choices. Every player is said to be rational and intelligent. They will select the alternative which will maximize their gain or the one that minimizes their losses. Each player plays simultaneously. Information such as rules of the game, the gains of the players as well as the gains of the competitors is known to all the players. Now, let us understand some terms used in game theory. The first is game. A game is a situation in which the result depends on the action of the decision makers. Next term is players. Players refers to the participants in the game or the decision makers within the context of the game. The next term is strategy. Strategy is a complete plan of action considering the circumstances in the game. We have pure or mixed strategies. If a player selects the same strategy every time, it is referred to as pure strategy. In mixed strategy, there is no one single strategy but a mix of strategies. Thus, one player tries to guess the strategies of their opponents. Thus, this is a probability situation. Hence, player tries to maximize the expected gains or minimize the expected losses. Next term is payoff. Payoff or payout refers to the gains or what player receives by arriving at a particular outcome. For example, in sports, the payoff could be the scores or the points of the players. In case of business, it could be their profits or sales and so on. Next term is payoff matrix. Payoff matrix is simply the tabular representation of all the payoffs of all participants. Let us take a very simple example of Paul and Ron, who are the business competitors. This table is known as the payoff matrix. We see that there are two strategies available for both the players, that is, whether to advertise their product or do not advertise. In every box, we see there are two figures. That is because in any game, the action of one player will affect the payoff of another. Figures in blue are the payoffs of Paul, whereas figures in red are the payoffs of Ron. If Paul decides to advertise his product and Ron also advertises, then Paul gets the payoff 30, whereas Ron gets the payoff 15. If Paul advertises the product and Ron doesn't advertise, then Paul will get payoff of 50, whereas Ron gets 10. If Paul doesn't advertise, but Ron advertises, then Paul's payoff would be 20 and Ron will get 25. However, if both Paul and Ron do not advertise, then Paul gets 40, whereas Ron gets 20. Information set. It is simply the information available at a given point of time in the game. And the last is equilibrium. Equilibrium refers to a point in the game where the decision is made and the result is achieved. Game theory has several applications. It provides the systematic approach for taking the best decision in competitive environment. In real life, it helps us to understand the actions and reactions of the competitors. It is a management device that helps us to take the rational decisions. Not only in the field of economics and business, but game theory is applicable in several other fields such as psychology, evolutionary biology, politics, war, business, insurance, auctions, and so on. It is also applicable in many of the real-life situations. Although game theory has evolved and advanced over a period of time, it is still a young and developing science. Let us now see some of the limitations of game theory. As the number of participants in the game increases, the game becomes more difficult. In actual circumstances, there could be much more uncertainties which are not considered in the game. Although we assume that all the players are rational, in real life, all decisions may or may not be taken rationally. Game theory gives us a set of logic, not the winning strategy. Everyone may not be aware of the game theory to apply it in their daily lives. Thank you.